Hello and welcome back. In this video, we will learn about the flex basis CSS property. So let's go to the documentation on MDN. The flex basis CSS property sets the initial main size of a flex item, unless or until we describe some sort of a height or a width. Okay? It sets the size of the contained box unless otherwise set with box sizing. Okay? So what I'll do to demonstrate that is here we have our flex items, right? And here what I can do is that, so the boxes, okay, so let's have the width of 200 pixels. Okay, so all of the boxes are here. Now what I can do is, for example, for the box 1, I can set a width, okay, and set it to 500 pixel. Hit save. Now our box is 500 pixels. Okay, the width of our box. I'll just refresh. I'll just select this box. As you can see here, I'll zoom in a little bit. So we have the width of 500 pixel for this particular box. Now, what I'll do is that I will set the flex direction to column and save. Go here, nothing changes. So what is happening here? The width of the box is not changed, right? And this is expected. Okay. Now if I go to here and set the flex direction to row, and then what I can do here, instead of width, I can set the flex basis. And here I can set a value of pixels or percentage or something like that. I can set 500 pixels. Hit save. Now this is what is happening. Currently, if I just select once again our box, now the width of the box is 500 pixels. So the initial size of our box is being set to 500 pixels of width and 200 pixels of height by using the flex basis. But if I currently do here, go here inside of this flex direction and set it to column and hit save. Now as you can see is the height is set to 500 pixels and the width is set to 200 pixels, which was previously before. Okay, so now you might have understood like what is the difference between setting up the height and the width or using the flex basis CSS property. It sets the initial height or the width. Basically it sets the initial size of a flex item, and that is why we use the flex basis CSS property. Okay, so that our flex items are flexible inside of the flex container. Okay, so this is the difference. Now mostly what we use, basically, if I just go here and set the flex direction to row, okay, so mostly what we use the flex basis with the flex grow CSS property as well. So if I just go here and set the flex grow and set it to 1, then what we are saying is that, hey, just start initially with this 500 pixels of width if we have the flex direction set to row, or start with the initial height of 500 pixel if we have the flex direction set to column, and then you can expand as much as you like. Okay, and you can take up all of the free space which is available. Now as you can see, our item has a little bit more width. So the width is 1040 pixels and the height is 200 pixels. Okay, so what is happening here? Initially it started with the width of 500 pixels and then it expanded to take up the space which was available. Okay, now the same thing will happen if I just set the flex direction to column. Okay, if we do that, then this will happen. So it started with initial 500 pixels of height, and then it took all of the available free space. Okay, and as you can see, the height currently is 890 pixels. Okay, all right, so this is basically the flex basis. And what I'll do here, I'll get rid of this particular background color for the time being, and I will set it to the row. Okay, so there we go. And now after this computer tab, we have another tab which is called layout, and here we have this flexbox portion and section basically. And then what I can do, I can check this div of container basically. And now as you can see, we have this flex showed up here. And if I hover over this particular element, if I just go to here, resize it a little bit, and if I hover over this element, as you can see, so the dotted portion is showing this particular flex item started with this particular initial width. And then because the flex grow is set to 1, that is why it grows and then it occupies all of the free space which was available. Okay, so as you can see, this is how we can see what was the initial value of the flex basis and how much the flex item grows. Okay, so yeah, this is the flex basis CSS property.